Our second war with Delhi seems to be going fairly well so far. Um, we're sieging down two of their forts right now, and one of their allies is cut off from me because they are rival to Jaunpur, and that's Bengal, so they can't get to us right now. Uh, Delhi is sieging down Multan, but with any luck, one of our sieges will be done before they get done. We can get a marriage offer from Jaunpur. No. There's the Gujarati army. Adran has curtailed their ulema after the ulema took power. We have a water shortage in Lahore. There's the Bengali army. How are they? What? Okay. Conditional military access through Jaunpur, because Jaunpur gives Bengal, okay, access to Multan. Great. Any chance you guys would be willing to join? Yes. I can promise them land and they join. Go for it. We've improved relations with Hassa. I want to max out my relations with Bamanis, I think. And also maybe with, no, Bengal I'm at war with. Also the Ottomans, though. They'd make an alliance with me if I weren't at war right now. Alright, they're gonna come help, it looks like. Should I send this army to help out in... I think so. I'm gonna go... yeah. That battle shouldn't be done by the time I get there, so we'll go help. Lost a claim on a province. On Hormuz. I'm going to go ahead and just refabricate that. Because why not? The 9th of July. Ooh. 22nd. They're probably going to lose. Yep, that was a mistake. And we're already locked in. Damn. So as soon as these guys are done fighting in this pointless battle, the sack of Lahore. Traditionally, advancing armies have been expected to supply themselves from what they can plunder in the area as the area they move through. This is often the only way for soldiers to survive in wartime, as payments from the Empire Treasury can rarely be brought in a timely manner to the men. In fact, by paying retroactively, many also avoid the strain of paying for the fallen. As Lahore fell, it was therefore expected that our soldiers be allowed to loot the city and enrich themselves. What was less expected was the total and utter destruction of the city that took place. Refusing to follow orders, our men descended upon the helpless burghers, doing despicable things and ruining the city for a long time to come. We need better payment routines and harder discipline, gain army professionalism at the cost of ducats. And Lahore gets 50 devastation. We must punish the perpetrators. Or such are the ways or the rules of warfare. I'm willing to pay that money because that equates to manpower essentially right now. But let's call these guys back. We'll send the sieging army to send. And I'm going to take some manpower from army professionalism. I might take it more than once, depending. Actually, let's go there instead. What's the supply limit there? We'll go up to Garwal and the hills. They're going to beat us there. So let's not do that. Let's go to Lahore instead. Or no, stay right there. We'll send those guys away. Okay. Occupied Doaba. Got 31 supply limit there. I'll move my guys. Ooh. Okay. They'll arrive on the 3rd of October. And no, they won't. They've decided to change their mind. We've maxed out our relations with Bamanis. Okay, they're going to try to attack in now. When will they arrive? The 20th of October. Okay. Hopefully they'll suffer a river crossing. 20th, 24th. They did suffer a river crossing. What are the rolls like right now? Okay, Multan is not going to help me. Alright, we'll abandon the siege. Much as I don't want to. Okay, they're coming to Panapat. Are they going to try to come up through Lahore and attack me? We'll see. Yep, that's exactly what they're doing. It's a bad idea, but I want a good general. We didn't really get a good general. He's alright. He's better at sieging than anything else. We'll wait until these guys are locked in and then recall from the Ottomans. Oh, they didn't like that. Okay, so let's move the Third Army in. Actually, that was probably a bad idea. I wish I could switch those generals. I can, kind of. Okay. So now we'll move these guys, an army from these guys back. A talented judge. Acquiring an education in theology and law is often a long process involving studying classical works of law under the tutelage of the sheikhs of various madrasas. For every work or commentary learnt, the student acquires a certificate, an ijazah, depending on what madrasa and which sheikh. The worth of the ijazah may not necessarily be the same. A specific learned man has lately been making a very good impression in the madrasas around the country. No doubt he has a great career as a Qadi or Mufti ahead of him. Here, Kabulistan is in need of a new Qadi. He will bring legal guidance to the generation of Mufti and Herat. Gain a skill 3 statesman at half the cost. 3 is a little bit high for me right now. I hear Kabulistan is in need of a new Qadi. Can they go? They can go directly from Lahore to Doaba. Let's do that, I guess. You have a food shortage in Sirhind. What is the supply limit for us right now in Lahore? Oh, 31. Okay. We're good there then. Any chance we can get Gujarat maybe out of this war? 20 for 50. So if these guys siege down Ahmadabad, we might be able to get them out of the war, but my guess is that someone will go in and attack them before that can happen. Who else was it that I wanted to keep as my allies? No guy, I think I still want. They're an idea. Hassa has become, has gained a greater size, which is good, because I'd like to peacefully vassalize them. If I can. Karakoyunlu is going to be a no-go. They're my rival. Mamluks are my rival, so Hassa, Ottomans, Bamanis, Bengal wouldn't be too bad, honestly. No guy, so that's 2, 3, 4, 5. So 2 and 2, and then 1. So, yeah. Alright, time to make peace with the armies up there. Chagatai. Or I am allied with them already, aren't I? Yeah. So maybe Chagatai instead of... I don't know. We'll see where Chagatai is after this war. Ming has pretty much destroyed them, so... Trade guilds and fraternities. Guilds and fraternities are a constant factor in the public life of the Empire. In many ways, these are small communities within the community, with their own rules, customs, and even laws. It is also very common for these associations to indulge in mystic traditions. Sufism and often unorthodox adaptation of Sharia, something that sometimes makes it hard for the laws of the ulema to penetrate the urban milieu. An artisan in Sialkot has reached out to the state, warning us of a local guildsman with a great influence on local affairs. Anyone wishing to take up a craft in the city is currently required to be approved by this man, and they then swear an oath of allegiance. This is unacceptable. Move towards legalism and gain prestige, or towards mysticism and let's just gain the prestige and move towards legalism. I don't like this army sieging down Jaunpur. If I can win this siege, I will go after that army, hopefully. Custodianship of Kandahar. With each year, the holy city of Kandahar has seen an increase in the number of pilgrims that seek the shrines there. The faithful come from all corners of the Islamic world, bringing commerce, goods, capital, news, and ideas from faraway places. God is good. The Khaliji philosopher Zaid Madari joins your court, and that's all right. We might hire him when the current guy dies. He's 67, so that might be the way to go. Wait for him to die, and then we'll have to see, though. Freethinkers not persecuted. Our policy of letting philosophers, administrators, and scientists pursue knowledge unfettered by government or religious stricture has led to a burst of activity in the salons and universities of our capital, less idea cost, which is good, I think. Alright, hopefully they don't win that. Good. Hopefully we win this before they win that. Riches of the Ulema. The Ulema have always been the foremost pillars of the Timurid realm, providing not only spiritual guidance, but also administrators, judges, and diplomats for the benefit of our great Sultan. In return for these great services, many lands have been set aside as religious properties, exempt from most of our taxes. This way the Ulema and the many fine projects they support can be provided for. Times grow dire, however, and the state has to cover an increasing number of expenses. Suggestions that perhaps the Ulema might make a voluntary contribution have not been favorably received. They lose 15 loyalty and influence, and we get money. Or they gain loyalty and influence, we move towards mysticism, and we gain 5 prestige. What is their current? It's 52%. Alright, we'll take that. Make them unfavorable, and then make a generous donation, which is half of what we just gained, or under half of what we just gained, but they'll gain 15 loyalty. So, cool. %49% in Sirhind. We've won Sirhind. Let's see if we can get down to Central Doab before they win that siege. They won that siege. Bastards. I'm gonna go work on that siege, I think. we'll go to Delhi as well. Austria is no longer considered a great power. New Holy Roman Emperor. Actually move up to Panipat and occupy there if we can, without having somebody run in at us and do something crazy. So let's take that yearly prestige guy. I'd really like to raise war taxes right now. As much as I, at the same time, don't want to. Nah, I'm gonna hold off. Claims fabricated. Delhi's coming over our way, it looks like. We've occupied Panipat. We'll keep our armies relatively close to each other. I can take a loan from Baumanus. Oh, okay. So they're actually going to come in and try to fight me. Sure. I don't really want to take the fight, but I don't know, I like our chances. Maybe. Yep, we're doing pretty well so far. Okay. So let's go and I'd really like to win that war in or that siege in Central Doha before we move on to the next one. I'm actually going to take another hit to my army professionalism for manpower. We'll see if we can get things to work for us. Alright, they're trying to siege down Multan. Benign neglect. It seems that the government that concerns the least governs the best as far as those outside the capital are concerned. Our non-involvement has proved beneficial and the local economy is booming. So Mashad is the one that can get benign neglect. And that's a no-brainer. It's an inland center of trade, so local trade power plus 100%. So we control 40% of the trade in Persia right now. I want to see it after the month ticks. Alright, they got a disease outbreak their first month. We got status quo in whatever month. This is probably the first month technically too. What is our current percentage here? Oh, okay, it's only 42 still. Alright, we didn't really gain that much, but defenders desert. I'd really like a wall breach there if we can get one. And what is the Show province? 27. We'll actually move our 5 stack in on that province as well. We've taken a loan. We can take our last humanist idea. And when does he lose the... When does he come out of Regency? Regency ends May 1483, okay. Cool. Excellent. Delhi wants out. Bengal might want out. Alright, so, we can actually get Delhi out of this war. Or not Delhi, we can get Bengal out of this war. That's Jaunpur. Okay, they won't give up land right now. They might be willing to give up some money. Sure. Okay. So Bengal's out. That basically cuts their army a lot. Like, it's to an insanely pitiful level now. But it means we will have to give Jaunpur more land over here. But the war continues to go pretty well. I'm hoping that nothing terribly bad happens in the coming years, but it is EU4, so never can tell.